You running, that means you done did something out here you shouldn't have did. I don't see it right away, but I know you did something. Roll up ass back. Islam. Okay. So, peace, peace, peace and love. To address the curfew and all of that stuff, you're irritating, Brian. To address it to the public as to clarifying everything, I did speak with the mayor, and so yeah, okay, I don't even like the curfew thing. I really don't. But if you read in depth of what the paper was saying and having a conversation with him about it, it's not against the protesters. Those were his words. Literally. They have stuff in place for protection for the protesters and stuff like that. So it's really about how there was people from out of town that came down and basically helped out with burning up stuff. Yeah, we know that the decision pretty much may not even go in our favor. What I said? Does he know the date? Yes. Can he tell the date? Legally, he said no, he cannot. Does he know the decision? He swears he does not know the decision. These are his words to me. I am just relaying it to the majority. This is what I was asked. So, yes, there will be a curfew. As early as 4:30, the latest will be maybe 7 p.m. So it'll be between those times that the curfew will be in effect. The curfew will start, from my understanding of how he said it, the curfew will start the day the decision is made. That is how it will go. Now, as far as limiting the buses, roadblocks, and all of that, it is because we did inform them of the militia being present or coming to the city. That was his worry. Those were his words. Just the messenger, but he said he needed to call and speak to somebody. So he called me, of course. He was more worried about, he's worried about what they're gonna do. So in a way, they don't want no more deaths on they don't want that on their hands. Because one, we did let them know that they will be there, Islam, that they will be coming into town. So to the protesters, it is not against us. So that y'all know, it's not against us. Because if you guys notice, Kyle was also charged with being out after curfew recently. So if they are going to be out here like that, they'll pretty much be getting arrested, or anybody for that matter, for being out past curfew. But it was pretty, and the roadblocks are pretty much for the people coming in and out of town to do crazy stuff. Now, people coming to protest, there is no issue with that. If everybody read the paper, it most definitely says for protection of protesters, of the protests, and business owners and people of the community. So it is not against us in that sense, even though it may seem like it is because they're putting up the barricades and they're telling people to board up the buildings and all of that stuff. But it's really not against the protesters. I don't know what they're gonna do, but we all know the decision. Like, we know what's gonna end up happening. So, like, it's just that. I mean, like he said, he knows we're gonna protest. His worry was the people coming in doing stuff. They have agreed to work with the protesters. We want to march or whatever. They have agreed to be right there to escort us and make sure traffic is stopped for the safety and all of that stuff. They have most definitely let that be known. So, again, the stuff really isn't against the protesters. It's not. Like I said, I could see how it may seem that way. So, I can see why I received the phone call. I didn't know why I was receiving the phone call until he told me. But the earliest the curfew will be is 4:30, the latest 7 p.m. So it's between those times that the curfew will be done. Again, like he said, he does know the exact date, but he cannot tell it. He just knows the date. He does not know the decision. That's something that Gravely did not relay to him. And so they're just taking safety precautions. But if the people want to go protest, they are more than welcome to. Before curfew. Which I honestly, I hope don't nobody be outside. I just explained it. The curfew is for safety reasons. That's what it's for. Because we, the activists, which we're going to be putting out a flyer and passing them out in the communities. We already had a discussion about that today as well. About people coming back into town to do crazy stuff. So he basically stated that it's really not against the people, it's for the safety of the people. That's what he said. I'm just a messenger. Y'all want to ask these questions? Call him. I'm just a messenger. This is what he told me. So this is what I have to relate to everybody. But yeah, if you do want to protest, by all means protest. You can do that. They just want people in by curfew so it don't be no more. Yeah, because the militia's coming here again. So last time when we had people out after curfew, we had 2 people killed. So it's just like, pretty much if they are caught out there with their big boy guns, they're going to jail. Again, if y'all have a problem with the information that I am relaying, contact the mayor. I'm just relaying the message. I have no control over what the man told me. I'm just relaying the message. He says it's not against the protesters. It's just for the safety of the people. And he's worried about the militia people coming out here doing something crazy again and shooting people who are protesting. Those were his words. Gotta contact him. I can send you the office number if you want it. But those were his words. I'm just a messenger. That's it. Hell no, I'm not. No, please don't say that. Then here comes, it's gonna be something else said. I am just a messenger. He called me, and that's what he relayed. So, it's the message. I mean, I hope don't nobody want to be out there at night in the freezing cold. Like, it gets colder at night anyways. I, for one, will be done protesting by curfew. Because that's just me and my safety. I mean, even though, yes, I have a weapon, but I am my own organization, so I don't have a group, you know. Even though we all go out there and protest together, but you never know, you know. And plus, I agreed to sit at and help a business out, pretty much. Hey, so, I mean, again, like I said, I would pray a lot of people don't be out there after curfew. But that is when the havoc starts. That is when the crazy stuff starts. So, for me, it's the safety of the people with the militia coming here. That's my concern. And we most definitely let it be known that they were coming. And we will also be putting out a mass announcement with flyers and everything, passing them out to families, because we really do want y'all to do not go outside. Yeah, pretty much, Wendy. Like, when they do the curfew, honestly, utilize it. Because y'all don't know what these people will do to y'all. Utilize it. I'm going to be honest, don't be caught out here. If you ain't got nothing to protect yourself, don't go out there after curfew. Protect your damn home. Excuse my language. Protect your home. That's what you do. Because as y'all see, that little boy didn't care at all. At all. None of them really care what they will do to any one of us. You out there and you protesting against what they believe in, they don't care for you no more. So it is for the safety of the people, because they know that they are coming here. No, Rita. Okay, let me start over for the people who are just joining my live. They are not saying that people cannot Billy, what is that link? I can't click on that. Billy, what is the link that you're putting on there? I can't click on it while I'm on live. So let me start this over. They are not saying that we cannot protest. So again, let me just explain something to y'all. I am just a messenger. If you have a problem with the message I am relaying, please contact his office. I'm just doing what I was asked to do. So if you have an issue with what I'm telling you, do not hop on here being rude or yelling at me or saying anything to me. Contact him. Okay? Please. Contact him. Not me. Him. I'm not telling nobody not to protest. I'm saying be safe if you do choose to be out there. But I am letting y'all know who is going to be out there with y'all. See, I'm being transparent, and I'm informing y'all of what other people have not been informing y'all of. If we want to keep it real 100. Because they're coming. And it's not just a small group this time. There are at least 3 to 4 different groups from Illinois. There are some already here in Kenosha, and there are some in Madison, Green Bay, and Fox, wherever else, that'll be coming here. That'll be coming here. My thing is this. You ain't got no protection. Don't go out there after curfew. Now, if you good and you can handle it, do your thing. I will be helping a business. I will be helping protect a business. I ain't going down there. And that's not me saying I'm scary, because y'all already see I carry mine, so nothing's scary about me when it comes to that. But I'm just not going down there. He's not saying people cannot protest. If they were to read the thing, it says, let me pull it up, because I need people to understand that he's not saying you can't protest. That is not what he's saying. But I gotta pull it up. Hold on. Give me a second. So please don't go and say that I said, the mayor said, y'all can't protest. That ain't what he's saying. I swear that ain't what he said. I gotta find this paper though. Hold on. I gotta find it. Yeah. But if y'all read on there, it says safety precautions for people in the community, businesses, and protests. Yeah, they know where we protest at every single time. So they know who are protesters. Like, they know who we are. Like, they know who we are. They'll be knowing the routes we march. If people want to march, because like I said, they agreed to be with us when we do go out there to march for our safety. So they're not saying you cannot protest. They're not saying that. Because protesters are listed on the paper for what the safety precautions are for. It says protest on the thing. So they know we're going to protest. They've said it. They know this. But we lost protesters. So it's a safety thing for the protesters. Again, I am just the messenger. I don't know. Just telling y'all what I was told. Because people couldn't understand the paper. That's what he just said. He just wanted to let me know what it was. If I could let people know. Just a messenger. That's it. I swear. But he's not saying that you guys can't protest. Because I'm going to do it. Y'all know that. But once curfew hit, I'm going to go help a business. Because that's when the bull mess happens. Once the sun sets. So. Again, I'm just a messenger. I won't be partaking in the after set. But no, he is most definitely not saying that we cannot protest. This phone taking too long to pull up what I needed to pull up. And I was going to say something before, but I had to really make sure my facts were in order, before I spoke on it. So after me and him spoke, then I knew. Okay, so I got it. So it says Kenosha Mayor John, and y'all know I can never get that man's last name right, and Police Chief him today announced planned precautionary efforts to ensure the safety of the public, neighborhoods, businesses, and protesters. So, you guys most definitely can protest. This is for protesters too. This is for the safety of the protesters too. That's the thing. If people read thoroughly, they would have saw that this wasn't against the protesters. So part of what he's saying on here and what I'm saying, whatever, I don't know. But I will post this as well so you can see what I'm talking about. But it states that to be implemented following the announcement of the charging decisions by Kenosha County District Attorney involved shooting of Jacob Blake. The mayor has been informed that the decision is likely to be announced within the first 2 weeks of January and is working with that man and other partners to protect peaceful demonstration, meaning the protesters. And to guard against unlawful activity, meaning the rioters, the looters, which ain't nothing to break into no more shit. So that's that. I honestly don't see nothing getting damaged, but whatever. And the militia people. Our responsibility to public safety is paramount, and we are preparing for a number of possible public demonstrations and safety efforts, including designation of a demonstration space, which they know where we always be at, limitations on city bus routes, road closures, curfew, protective fencing. So yeah, y'all can protest. This is for the safety of protesters too. It's on there. I just read it to y'all. But I'm going to post it so y'all can read it yourself. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. So y'all can go on there and thoroughly read the paper. But again, I am just a messenger. But I just showed y'all that it is for the safety of the protesters. He is not saying y'all cannot protest. They just want to implement it because those who are coming out. So yeah. Where the hell did it just go? Oh. Why is it taking so long to add her? He said it would be the day that it's announced, and it just said on here too that that's when it. Let me go back to implement following. Yeah, it would to implement following the announcement of the charging decision. So it's gonna come. It's gonna happen when he makes the decision. So between the this week and next week is when the decision is going to be announced. So whenever Grady announces his decision, that is the day that the curfew. What happened? That is the day that. And either designated curfew or is removed from curfew, or do we have to have designated curfew area at the start of curfew? I can ask him. He didn't specify that. I just know it's curfew the day that it's going to be announced. That's all I know. Hi, Liza. Yeah, that's all I know. But again, people thoroughly read this through. It is not against protesters. It is for the safety of y'all as well, us as well. Because again, I will protest. Once curfew hits, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm licensed to carry. So, you're welcome, love. Yeah, please do not think it is against y'all. It is. It's against us because hell yeah, we can't go have fun. But it's also for the safety. And honestly, like I said, I don't recommend being out after curfew because again, these militia people do not care. They don't care. They do not care. They're gonna do what they want to do. That's just how it is. So what happened the last time? He left the gas station and followed them. Shit, Billy, I don't know. I don't know. I'll put it like this. Anybody who wants to protest outside of that, but you are not one of the ones that'll be like inciting violence, get your group together and have a plan and inform them of who your group is. Have some type of identifier so they know who you are, so you aren't one of the ones who the police end up wanting to arrest or whatever the case may be. I don't know that answer. That ain't a question I asked him, and that ain't an answer he gave me. You gotta call him and you gotta ask him. Because I don't know. But that would be my suggestion. I would just say your group, come with your plan and inform them of who your group is and have identifiers on your bodies so that they know who you are. And then it won't be uh, like they won't be able to try to put you guys in the category of the other people. Pretty much is how I'm gonna put it. But yeah, we can protest, just not after curfew. But we all know people are still gonna be out there. You know what I mean? I mean, we just know that. We do. We do. But like I said, myself, I'm gonna protest, and then I'm gonna go help a business. That's what I'm gonna do. I have reasons for that, unfortunately. Because again, too, a bullet ain't got no name on it. But yeah, I was just letting y'all know what I was told. That's all. I don't know nothing else. I only know what I was told. So the curfew goes into effect the day the decision is given. That date, I don't know. And honestly, I feel it would be very foolish to make that decision tomorrow or Tuesday. Because it's just like they already know that they're coming. Like we gave them the information. They know. He says he knows. And honestly, Kenosha Police Department needs to step up. So either they protect the people too, or they're